The truth is, no amount of food is ever going to feel like enough when you're stuck in that binge restrict cycle. This is why so many people DM me and come into the academy if they're right for it, where essentially they tell themselves that no matter the amount of food that they eat, they never get full. And it's because no amount of food is actually going to ever satisfy you when you're essentially leaning on it for emotional support. Because at some stage, right, you physically feel full, but emotionally, you're not done with wanting to feel numb or leading out of the procrastination that you have to do with the to-do list that you've got to do, or you're not done with wanting to quit your job or not have that conflict with your partner or not have a difficult discussion that needs to be had within your family. You're essentially using food right now as an emotional crutch to lean out of the discomforts of life. And essentially, right, no amount of food is ever going to feel like enough to enable yourself to constantly feel soothed from that. At the end of the day, life is challenging. And what we want to recognize is when we're emotionally eating and stress eating, we have to deal with the root problem. This means that we're not going back on another meal plan. That's not solving the stress. That's not solving the challenge. It's not solving your mindset of feeling like a victim to life's challenges. At the end of the day, we have to recognize that life is filled with challenges. You have to become the kind of woman that is genuinely someone that navigates them correctly. And this is literally why the Thrive method is all based off of 3 pillars: mindset, emotions, and your food approach. Because essentially at the end of the day, we need to be making sure that your human is taken care of, your headspace, so your mindset is being taken care of, and then also your heart space, your emotions are also being taken care of. When you actually safeguard each 3 of these key components of your life and of your relationship with food, naturally you're not going to be leaning on food for emotional comfort, because you're learning how to deal with the emotions that come up. You're learning how to deal with the stress and the overwhelm and the procrastination without using food as a thing that actually supports you in that. And it's really about recognizing that if you continue to just go back to meal plans, if you continue to go back to counting calories and plugging everything to MyFitnessPal, that's not actually the problem. That's not changing the way that you're currently handling your stress. No matter how much accountability you think that you need, at the end of the day, after your team's meeting on a Thursday morning where you get reviewed for your KPIs for the week, whatever, and you get told that you're not doing well enough, if every single Thursday night you come home and you binge, that has nothing to do with you needing another meal plan. That has everything to do with you managing the stress and emotional state that you are in every Thursday night. And the more that you actually bring that to your attention, the quicker you're actually going to exit your binge restrict cycle.